A former high school teacher in Australia has been found guilty of engaging in a lesbian sexual relationship with a student. News.com has learned that the presiding Judge Sophia Beckett found the offending was an abuse of trust and authority and noted that although what happened may have been consensual after the student turned 16, there was no excuse for the teacher's conduct before that age. The incident took place over a period of several months between the teacher, now identified as Sarah Elizabeth Collins, and a female minor. When the two met, Collins was employed at a prestigious high school in Australia. The relationship between the two was professional at the time but crossed legal boundaries when the unnamed victim left the school, News.com reports. The school administration since has expressed shock and disappointment over the relationship which ended in 2014, affirming their commitment to ensuring the safety and well-being of their students. Later on, Collins would divorce her husband in favor of her victim. When the case was examined by the prosecution, the defense vehemently denied the allegations and attempted to cast doubt on the credibility of the victim. Witnesses, including fellow students and school staff, provided testimonies that supported the prosecution's case. They described instances of inappropriate behavior and the development of a close relationship between the teacher and the student. Text messages and other electronic communication were also presented as evidence. Judge Beckett found that one of the reasons for Collins's behavior was her repressed sexuality, and arrived at this conclusion after reading a letter from the offender's twin sister. Judge Beckett further derived from the sister's tale that the personal struggle of a person confronting and acknowledging to others their sexual orientation in a predominantly heteronormative society should not be underestimated. She then continued to say that Collins was neither a predator nor a pedophile after noting that the teacher had no plans of starting a sexual relationship when she first met the complainant. Be this as it may, the jury, composed of 12 individuals from the community, deliberated for several hours before reaching their verdict. The Standard reports that the tension in the courtroom was palpable as the judge addressed a poker-faced Collins and announced that she was guilty. The victim's family and friends, as well as members of the public, showed visible relief at the outcome. After acknowledgement of the defendant's personal trials brought on by her hidden sexuality and the pressures of society, the judge saw fit to hand down a sentence of 30 months, 15 of which would have to be served before parole was considered. Judge Beckett told the court, "The law draws a line in the sand and recognizes that a person under this age is assumed to be too young to handle the physical act and potentially the psychosocial ramifications of engaging in such activity." Judge Beckett motivated her sentencing with the words, "Schools ought to be a place where a parent can send their child knowing they will be protected by teachers."